I was just saying about the infrastructure summit and asking for foreign money and experience to come here. There was an article, I think, towards the end of last year, where it was mentioned that one of the problems with having these big PPPs and foreign investment coming in is that we don't retain the knowledge and the experience for these big projects. So we bring people in, we have Kiwis, perhaps, doing all the jobsmith work, and then everybody that's involved in planning them and doing all the engineering and all the big works fucks off overseas again. And we don't retain that knowledge, and we've just become a country that can't do those projects without having someone come in. What's your view on that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's why you need a certainty of pipeline of projects, so that you say to whether it's investors or to those sort of foreigners we have to bring in to help build that capability, you need to show them that there's a long pipeline, right? And that was the work that Grant Robertson had started, why he set up the Infrastructure Commission, and why we had to do the legislation to say there has to be a 30-year plan. And to Bishop's credit, Minister Bishop's credit, you know, he's carrying that work on, right? And he's involving us, at least briefing us as that work progresses. But to the capability point, yeah, we have to grow our own. And the scrapping of the workforce development councils by the government, these workforce development councils are basically private sector, public sector, working out where are the holes in our skills, where's the gaps in our skills base. So do we need more sparkies? Do we need more plumbers? Do we need more engineers? And then directing a lot of the funding towards government skills and training towards those areas to build up that capability. Again, it sort of goes with that boom-bust cycle of construction, but this is where the government's responsibility is to smooth out that cycle. So have a long-term pipeline, identify the areas where we need to basically build our skill set up in, and then 3 is basically the government smoothing out when the private sector, because of high interest rates, is not building. The government has a role to step in and keep building.
Is this an argument for something like Ministry of Works?
Chewie's favourite.
Well, that's kind of where and to be fair, that's kind of where the National Infrastructure Agency is working, right? Because actually we've gotten the difference with the Ministry of Works and what we have now is the Ministry of Works employed the people. But the National Infrastructure, we've now gone to a contracting phase where you contract that out. To make a huge structural change like that, to swing it back to a Ministry of Work, it actually, to be fair, it would take us years to get back to that capability. So, I mean, I'm really keen at looking how we can boost the National Infrastructure Agency, making sure, but it might be in the compromise that we still contract work out for those skills.